good.
Hi there, I'm Sabrina Pandora. I'm an MC and comedian not so extraordinaire.
Not so extraordinaire? And those are your...
No, they have a life of their own.
They have a life of their own?
They get separate billing also.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah. I am here to roast Joe the Photognome. Now, why I'm here to roast the gnome is because he and I have a long-standing relationship, and I very much enjoy his company. And really, you know, if you're going to do a roast, you got to have a big target. For the viewers at home, the one thing that I want to know about them, lock up your daughters. Because he will get them to do silly shit and then photograph it.
Thank you very much.
The one, the only, the beautiful Miss Sabrina Pandora. Put your hands together.
Set for Rick Day. Hold on. Let's see. Joe's instructions how to get here. Alrighty. Now, to start off with, before I start picking on my fellow roasters, I gotta say, I was back in the green room there off of Joe, but that ain't nothing compared to what that poor girl's chiropractor is gonna have to go through later. Oh dear God, honey, you have my sympathy. Alrighty, so let's see now. Everybody here having a good time? Everybody liquored up? That's good, because liquored up makes us a lot funnier. Alrighty, let's see what we got here. Let's start off with our roast master. Our roast master, who I can't help but notice, threw me straight to the wolves without making a single solitary joke. At least you got my theme music right. Now, if anybody gets too excited tonight by what they see, what they hear, what they feel, get close, you'll feel. Please feel free, aim it at Nemesis, because after he saw that whole something about Mary thing, he's been a natural hair gel man ever since.
Money shot.
It's full of protein. Let's see now. Did Basil make it? Basil? Good, then I can make fun of him freely. What the hell do you say about a guy named after a spice? I mean, really, you know, what could I possibly say that would insult him more than life already has?
Call him a Republican.
Sarah Palin fan? Alrighty. Alright, let's see. Hey, Mr. Wilson! Yep. He doesn't actually live next door to Dennis the Menace. He has birthed Dennis the Menace. Yeah, you laugh now. Wait, 18 years from now. Alright, let's see. Now, they say that every bad experience in your life results in a gray hair.
No.
Tell you what, it's hot in here and it ain't just me, him, and them. Stop that. I ain't in no mood. I'm hot, I'm sweaty, and I'm not having sex. Alright. That's what passes for jokes from you. I feel gifted. You are. I know, I paid well for it. Redneck Ray! Ladies and gentlemen, everybody knows Redneck Ray.
Shit.
I haven't even said anything yet. Wait for it, Spanky. What can be said about you that hasn't been said hundreds of times before? Nay, thousands. In court. Or in the men's bathroom at the Eagle. Raymond, you'll always be my favorite Twinkie. A deep-fried sponge cake on the outside with a creamy center filling. I'll fill you in a little later.
It's just born there.
All right, let's see. Robin Wilson Beatty. Now, I can't write anything in advance about some bitch I don't know, so what did I write here? So I hope she wore something really ugly, or she's fat so I can have a big target. I honestly did pre-write that. I have no idea who you are. I just got lucky. So Rose, baby, thicken that skin quick. I'm number one. There's a whole lot more to come. Let's see now. The master of mental domination.
Just remember I love you.
I've got the bruises to prove it. Now, he is by far the most successful date rape defendant in Atlanta. Things usually seem to be going poorly for him in court, right up until he takes the stand, and then suddenly the jurors all decide, no, we've made a terrible mistake, it's all okay. And let's see, oh look at this, I wrote down that apparently you owe me $50 that I forgot about, Dave, and it's okay. Let's just forget about the whole thing. Ladies and gentlemen, Edward DeGree. Do I get that right? Edward DeGree. One of these days I will actually get his name right before insulting him. Now I'll just get it right afterwards. The switch-hitting menace. Now you think that he shaved his head as a fashion statement, and you would be incorrect in that. Because in point of fact, really, it's just so that he can satisfy the loosest of orifices. His profile quote on FetLife is, and I quote, "Fisting is for wimps. Try the degree." I say. Sean Fannin. Now Fannin, I got nothing on this one either. Hopefully he's some big goofy bastard so they can just point to him and shrug, and the audience will go along with it. Sean Fannin, everybody. Now Rick Day didn't make it this evening. However, his jokes did.
Bitch.
Yeah. I'm Rick Day, bitch. Now, let's see. What did I have written here? Because we're going to use the jokes anyway. I ain't wasting them. It's just like gold. Well, okay, iron pyrite, but still. Rick Day, Rick, the big day, the Klingon admiral, slowly buying Spring Street, one slice at a time. I'm going to take it easy on the old man, though, mostly because I know that wherever he is pretty fucked up, and he is armed and willing to prove it. So let's move on to the gnome, shall we? It's sweating so hard I done lost an eyelash. Bitch, is hot in here. What is this? This is Georgia. Don't you people know what air conditioning is? Let's pack like 100 people in the room and then just close it.
It's just heating shit up. What can I do? We call it.
Yeah, it's all Joe just heating things up. It is sexy. You have just all right. The hell is that? His mating call?
Lifts up his kilt and we'll see what happens.
Honey, if I lift up his kilt, I know what happens. Later.
Yeah, you're both getting disappointed.
Alrighty. I'm going to skip over the bad Shakespearean poetry because I think we're past that point of the evening. You gotta love a party where you have to pay for the privilege to come and annoy your friends. Yeah. This shows we really, really, really love you. Or we have a huge axe to grind. You'll find out which tonight. See now, First off, Joe, I got to say that when the hair starts going away, you do not necessarily have to hit it with a preemptive strike. Although, I brought this up to some of the mutual friends out here, and it turns out that according to popular opinion, you did this not as a preemptive strike, but so that you would always have a nice, smooth, round ass cheek to grab at any moment. Good move. What can I say about a man who has spent a lifetime convincing women that this is a flattering pose that you want to be immortalized in? And we just saw a whole bunch of them right there, living through it. Let's see. Okay, now, I got a comment about the leprechaun thing. I swear to God, I've caught this son of a bitch dozens of times, and I have yet to have a wish granted other than, all right, fine. That one he grants. Let's see now. Oh, don't be embarrassed. I only told you a room full of strangers. Oh wait, they all know both of us. Let's see, the only man I know who has a $2,000 a year tax deduction for eyebrow maintenance. Yeah, that shit don't come cheap. Well, let me tell you how we met. Joe and I. He picked me up, he tossed me around, and then he noticed that I was a little bit heavier than his average victim. After that, he figured out that I was a girl with something extra, and he went from mildly entertained to aroused and only slightly disturbed. And we've been close friends ever since. Now these days, Joe and I do all sorts of things together. We drink, we party, we girl watch, and every year we give each other mutual prostate exams. Remember, after 35, it's important. Not that either of us is. Now there is nothing like the sensation of the morning after a party when my wife tells me that some of the displays in the yard have fallen over. And when I look out the yard, I realize that I don't recall decorating with an anatomically correct lawn gnome. Yet there it is. No, we're still going. I know you're praying for death or for me to be finished, but neither's coming soon. Now, pissing off the gnome actually results in a very unusual revenge. Some will become violent, some will become hateful.
Herpes.
Joe. Some will get herpes. The doctor said it was negative, we're good. In fact, what Joe chooses to do instead is he waits. He waits for you to have that really awful and embarrassing moment. And then he photographs it and immortalizes it for the world to see forever. Yep. And I say that because half the girls in the crowd just went, yep. And a few of the dudes too. Oh look, JP's blushing. Alrighty, so now I'd like to close out with some photographic mockery of not just the man, but his art. I'm going to hit him where it really hurts. Alright, let's see now.
Right in the zoom lens.
Let's see, what do we got first? Now, Joe works... No, that's not it. Now, Joe has versatility as an artist. Alrighty? Now, look familiar? Yeah.
Guess where that gangplank came from?
So, with people condemning his art as not being terribly versatile, I have to disagree, all right? Because here we have a still life, a model shot, a landscape, an action shot, a product shot, It's not all the same. Now moving on to the next one here. Now Joe works to stay busy because he knows that idle hands are seldom filled with large wraps. Yeah, that's an amazing racket, and there's stories that go with that. A couple of them, in fact. Now, it's not just a hot tub in his home. You volunteered for those. Not just a hot tub, but in addition, he has actually provided. Next shot, please. No, they just come visit. But he has also provided a stripper pole in his basement. Now this demonstrates the kindness of the man, because this way guests can take a chance at showing their skills and maybe even earning cab fare back home. But let us not forget his humanitarian works, supporting so many groups in need, such as the Slut Scouts.
Best cookies ever!
And their annual cookie tasting drive. Now, without Joe,
in accordance to Megan's Law. I gotta go pee.
she's actually going to pee in the punch. That's the thing you don't realize.
Don't be in the punch. I'm drinking now.
Without Joe, the rebellions, a slave girl in every throne room program, would never have gotten the press that made it so successful. How many of them are in there anyway?
Yes.
About a fifth of the audience.
You can't count either. That's handy in his hand.
How many of y'all are in that? Is a better question.
It's true, quite a few of y'all in this room. Now, this would be the only reason that Joe would consider getting breast implants, was if they were, in point of fact, refillable with Guinness. Thus, with delivery service, he would, in point of fact, never have to leave home. And last but not least, let us remember that some... Oh, sorry. Jojo Buck? Yeah. This one here is the origin of the line, the hammer is my penis.
You think you're Thor? My God, I'm so Thor, it's unbelievable.
Don't worry, honey, you're going to have your chance to suck here in a minute. I'm finishing up my suck now. And last but not least, let us remember that someday, when he's old and gray, we can torment him by having nubile young women chase him down and ask, "Oh, Mr. Photognome, could you please pick me up? Like you picked up my mom?" Love and respect for you, and that is why I can tear you a new one like nobody's business.